Hello everyone, Sakai Games here. I am recording this. Okay, I do want to mention that a lot of problems that with Roblox in general. I do want to discuss on one certain topic in this jailbreak. We are reacting to Oblivion's video on it, and I want to put my point of view on that too. So, without further ado, let's do it.
How we doing? We're doing good today. Today I got a little bit of a more of an interesting video. Now, actually, I'm just gonna reference this because it's pretty interesting, to say the least. I have actually recorded this multiple times because I have just repetitively been like, okay, that's not good enough, that's not good enough, blah blah blah. So yeah, but basically, I'm not really looking off of a script currently. I'm kind of just making the video based on my own thoughts, where I'm at currently, and what my true beliefs are mentally, if that makes sense. But if you saw the thumbnail, you see the title of the video. Basically, it's about the Demo team and them not really caring as much for their game. Now, we're going to get into a few specific details today. We're going to go over this testing team. We're going to go over the staff team. We're going to go over the game updates. We're going to go over other situations. And to say the least, all this came from a guy named LockX, or Lox. And I ended up watching his video about a week and a half ago, 2 weeks ago almost. And it kind of got me into...
And I do want to pause here for a minute. So, in reality, Bolivia did get the idea from Locke, the user that he showed on screen. His his idea for the actual gameplay mainly has some truth points about it, and I will not disagree on certain parts of it, and it's gonna change like Roblox forever about the explorers and everything. But let's continue with the video.
believe a little bit of like, okay, you know what, this is actually really interesting. Maybe it still needs to actually be talked about. And to be honest with you, looking back at it now, it doesn't really seem like the situations that he was referring to were really properly solved. It was more of like, oh, we're going to brush this off and we're going to notice it, but then we're not going to really do anything. So these guys really do need to kind of like focus up and try to like do things.
I'm gonna pause here. What he meant by that is the current team of the actual game, Badik, and then Asimo, they are basically falling off. Like on a scale, they're basically falling off. I do want to mention that a lot of problems that is going on with Roblox jailbreak, including Roblox itself, I probably will not know about it, but at the same time, it's a kind of like a topic of more what's called trying to think of the word more noticeable. So at the point, let's continue.
Things they should have done a long time ago. But to start off, we're going to go back to 8 months ago, where the game is kind of under certain struggles. Now, if you weren't aware, Jailbreak has been slowly declining for the last 5 to 6 years.
Um, so backtrack on that. He did mention that the page for it,
Jailbreak has been
and I
slowly
could
declining.
like as you see they've been declining. I could probably pull up myself too. So on that point. So let's look at it. Let's look at it. Created 9 years ago, right? 9 years. If we look at the player count, right? For the peak player stats for all time, look at that. From April 4th, right? From all that. Look how much, look how much. All of this, right, is still declining a lot. Like every day, like hourly and daily, right? Look at this. Look at this. Let's go with daily, right? And look, if we look at this, right? Look how much they've been losing, right? So current players, look at that. Look at that. Oh, it's gone down a whole lot. So let's continue on the video.
Planning for the last 5.
Oh wait, before I do pause, before I play it, yes, I been a player of Jailbreaker myself, and a lot of people are more likely being here to here. Mainly the reasons why I think that is declining is because the scripters and exploiters, they're not doing their job right, mainly. So let's continue with the video.
To 6 years. Unfortunately, due to COVID, we had a huge spike in player base, and then afterwards, we have now about 10,000 people still playing.
Yeah, I will not lie, because during the COVID season, it's basically went up by a little bit, but at the same time, the game itself went down to 10,000 players active, which is not good. It's not good.
The game.
But I do want to mention that the more players that I see around this, it's mainly looking horrible. It's looking bad. Compared to all other players, it's more going downhill at this point. And I am sorry, but overall, how I see Roblox completely right now for 2026, look at that. New favorites. Between here, this is the highest favorite, right? Still like 11,000, right? But now, it is gone. It's all gone. Like, look at this. The lowest amount from that point, it's literally 397 favorites. And me personally, I don't like how Roblox like games are falling down at this point. Like, look at this. For the past 30 days, right? But the main problem I see the upvotes versus downvotes. I might hate to say it, but Roblox is falling off personally. And then let's continue.
Jailbreak is like a dying game, and like they don't have any ideas anymore because they suck at making ideas. No, the game is literally just like near finished. So there's not really much else they're able to do without restoring and redoing every little thing, which that's a little depressing to do, to be honest with you, and it takes a lot of work. So I don't expect them to do that anytime soon.
I'm all off for that for now. I will agree on this point that yes, the dev on this game does take a lot of time to make the game published or fixed. So I will say that, but also a lot of new stuff, basically like revamps or new robbery ideas. Those are just revamped in general. So either way, what he's saying is that Roblox jailbreak era from 9 years ago till now is already done. It's already ended. Like, and I am just surprised on that, and I have no word to say. But anyway, let's continue with the video.
Especially as a 3-man team, basically. Now, in terms of the updates, though, and in terms of where they're at with them, that's the different question. Because about 8 months ago, Jailbreak was up against Prison Life. Yes, you heard me right. A game that was basically dead and unknown.
That's right. So as you know that the dev from Prison Life took a massive break, and now the way I see it from now, I am surprised that the way I see Prison Life, it had a bunch of new updates. It had a bunch of new updates besides Jailbreak that lost. So continue.
For years, got revived. Tons of new players started playing it. The game daily had at least 20,000 people playing, up to 40,000 people playing.
And I will pause that. And the way I see that is basically true, because let's go here, right? I'm gonna look at Prison Life. Go with game Prision, right? Let's look at that, right? Let's look at it. And my PC is freezing. Alright, let me refresh. Let me refresh the page. But the way I see that jailbreak is losing, let's go with PRISLN, right? And it's still freezing up. But anyway, in the video, he said that Roblox. Oh wait, can I look it up on this? Oh, let me check. Let me do prison life. Let's go with prison life. Alright, let's look for instance, right? Let's go like that and then go to experiences. Now, this right here has a bunch of new updates. Sniper update, Ash Sniper Path. Look at all that. And look, more active players than Jailbreak itself. You see the reasons why I can tell. That is kind of like bad at that point. But anyways, continuing with the video.
Every single day, while Jailbreak was sitting about 20,000 or under, which, as you can imagine, was actually relatively pretty crazy. Now, Jailbreak is extraordinarily known, and it was known to actually beat Prison Life back in the day. Now, Prison Life...
And then, now, this right here, this is the actual truth. Like, he is not lying. Back then, from Prison Life to Jailbreak, Jailbreak was overcoming Prison Life back then. But now,
it was beating Jailbreak. And the devs didn't really like that, and they were like, oh, we're going to start up a new program called AIP, which Aura, I guess that's pretty cool. It definitely got Aura with that one. Okay, I'm sorry, that's cringe. But basically, alongside this, they kind of decided we were going to do a lot more updates. And they gave us a lot of promises, and they said they were going to do more weekly updates. We did not really receive weekly updates besides patches. It's not really an update. And I don't mean to really talk shit, but the only new things we really received was revamps, a couple new vehicles, and new seasons. That's it.
And I will not lie, he is speaking a lot about it, and I'm sorry, but it's the truth. A lot of these times and days, they are just making, well, mostly revamping a lot of heist buildings. We only got a lot of new cars, right? And also because of that, the season pass, it's alright in my opinion, but I would prefer to see a lot different than others. I would like to see a new heist that can be implemented to the game. But anyways, let's continue with the video.
We didn't receive really too many other features. And while Prison Life may have gotten the same treatment, you have to keep in mind that Prison Life is a near unfinished game. There is literally so much that they can branch off on in Prison Life to still continue.
And this, I will say, for instance, it is true. It is true because they are adding a new, they're adding a lot of new different ideas, like different heists and an actual story that's compelled to that. And that's the way I see it. It's probably better off than Jailbreak itself. But anyone's going to continue.
And Jailbreak is near finished. But to continue on with the topic, let's talk about other updates. And let's talk about the bugs. And the staff team and the testing team. Especially. So, during every update, we have actually gotten bugs nearly every single update. And now, obviously enough, I don't mean to sound like an actual complete critic and just ignore all the goods about the updates. Obviously enough, not everyone can see every single glitch and bug, especially if it's like near impossible to find. Unless you just play the game for 5 minutes and the basic features are bugged out, which I don't mean to harass anyone about, but when it's literally nearly every single update, there is a bug that I find within 5 minutes. It's kind of sad, especially when there's something like the bank truck. You're able to abuse it for cash. That should have been...
Okay, I'm gonna be honest with you. The bank truck is actually the most broken one because people are saying you can get like 100, like almost like 1.4 million by doing that. I don't see the point or how they can do it. And it comes to my attention that Roblox, when that is needs to be fixed. I don't know why, but let's continue.
Decently obvious enough, but unfortunately not. And there are some other things that we're going to actually refer to a little bit later in the video, but for now, we're going to stay and maintain the course of just regular updates. Now, in terms of other updates as well, through bugs and all this and that, we have to consider the fact that, hey, there's a huge staff team, and there's a lot of testers. So while obviously enough bad CC might not be able to test the game, but when you have a whole testing team, what exactly are these guys doing?
Now, I'm going to pause here because I do want to mention about that. A lot of people that doesn't pay attention to their games, like staff, testers, all that. Me personally, they should never been testers. I will be honest completely. I don't see the point of having them being a lot of testers, and some of the staff would not even care at this point. I will probably say that the staff team and the tester team should be revoked, and some should be reassigned. So, in that point. So, let's continue.
I found glitches and bugs within 5 minutes. YouTubers found this in 5. These guys are not testers for the game. You have people like Theo getting a lot of money.
And I do want to pause here that yes, he did speak truth, like Creecraft, like all other content creators, they're not testers. But you expect the tester to be that. No. I am so dumbfounded that how their staff, their testers are so lazy. Like, I will not lie, it's lazy how they don't look at their game properly. So yeah.
Off of one glitch. And it took 5 minutes of realization. How did the testing team, a collaboration of like 20 members, not figure that out in less than 10 seconds?
Now, I want to say that yes, I kind of agree that how they find it they deal with it under 10 seconds. Like, it's not that easy to identify the cause of it in 10 seconds. Like, that is like unnatural, like humans science and all that is impossible.
Is the question. And well, we actually will be talking about that in a future video, which we'll get a little bit deeper on, but let's go to the next topic. The unsolved and unfinished businesses, some certain issues. Now, LockX in his video, which I have in the description, don't think I mentioned that earlier, unfortunately, so my bad, but the link is in the description if you want to see that guy's video. Basically, along the lines was that LockX was mentioning upon some certain situations that happened a couple months ago, and let's just say they were very disgusting. Now, we have people that are being, let's just say, nasty over certain situations, and unfortunately...
Yeah, I will like to talk about that. This is probably the most problematic. Like, I don't know this person is, but no, but he did bring up some important things. Like, I'm gonna be honest that a lot of times that needs to be announced that what I think about the content creators was on this point, it is so degenerate and most hypocritical at this point. So let's continue.
This actually includes within the actual testing team, and
oh yeah, that's true. That is true. There's a lot of images that they used in the game. It's not even should be
the
shown at
staff
this
team
point.
of Jailbreak. And to say the least, how is this avoided? And how is it not really solved as much? Now, the one thing we have to keep in mind is that in real life, these people would be put behind bars.
See, for illegal, like, let's say for example, if you have something that is illegal on, like, against their TLS, yes, it can be put them behind bars, but it has to be to a certain extent, like how the people will feel about it. That's the key part. So either way, that is true. They can be put behind bars, but if it's to a point that if it's illegal, say like for instance, saying something online that, like for example, like Charlie Clark's death at the point should be punishable at that point too. So let's continue.
It would literally be just like in court right now. But all we're doing is we're removing certain things from the game and pretty much ignoring the whole situation.
Now, I want to add a key part to this. The amount of problems that people are saying, "Oh, I need a second chance." Like, dude, if you do have that second chance, why should we? Say for instance, like for me, let's say me is Baddick, right? Bad CC, right? Let's see. Why should I give you a second chance? Why should I give you your perms back, like permissions, everything? I like. Why should we give you a chance for something that you did? That's where I would say at that point.
Entirely. What do you mean this guy has 18 plus material on his avatar?
Now this image I'm not as blurred, thank God for that. But the most problem that I can see about Roblox is basically people are basically going to do this for a certain reason, which I don't see it in the point. There's a lot of people are basically making avatar items that are basically against TOS, which is an offensive ban at that point. I will say to me personally, it should been a strict ban. Like either way, you're going 18 plus. I mean, Roblox is trying to be 18 plus, but the problem with that, no one will agree about it. We got a lot of predators on the Roblox platform. But anyway, let's continue.
And he's still in the testing team. Hello? And once again, obviously enough, I do believe in second chances, yes. But when you do something that blatant and your own, like the guy you work for has no.
Now, I do want to pose that, yes, a lot of people do deserve second chances. But, like for example, with companies like Vor and all that, I don't see giving him a second chance. That's not my problem, to be precise. There is a lot of problems that they're not seeing. Continue.
No idea when it's right there and then, like, come on. I mean, like, it's kind of like a little disappointing to be. I mean, like, bruh, especially when he's blatantly doing this in the Discord server, which, keep in mind.
I do want to mention that, yes, he did say that a lot of people on the platform, and it's kind of more like to be, what's the word? What's the word? Being unwashed at that point. Like no one in the chat will watch that point, and I do want to be clear on that. Yes, that is true. A lot of people should take their job seriously and make it more clear at that point. But at the same time, that a lot of people like that doesn't see the truth. Me personally, I will say is more likely blind in a lot. So, me personally, I will say that they need to fix that immediately. They need to fix that. So overall, let's continue watching the video. And I do want to go back to that page. What was it? It was between this, right? All right. Continue.
Second chance? At least make it so we can't send images or say certain words, especially in your Discord server. All people should abide by your rules in a server. And if not, they should be kind of like punished in a sense, because that's no. Like, hello? We also
I will agree on that. I will agree on that.
no. Like, hello? We also have other players doing this as well outside of the staff team, which should similarly face a similar consequence.
See, this is where I want to say that the actual thing that a lot of people do, they do it outside, which I will want to mention that they should have a certain thing that they can watch their chat, like even outside of it.
Being banned. These people, obviously enough, they're not cheating in the game, or they're likely not cheating in the game. If they are, well, I have no idea. But these people are doing disgusting things. And they're still out here getting no sort of backlash except from a couple people, then it's completely forgotten about. And they're still racking views on YouTube.
See, I will say this. This should have been done. I just noticed that a lot of people do think that people are cheating a lot in games, which is possible, but there's only one way to know, is having video proof, and sharing that will make it happen. So if you think they're cheating, make sure you have video proof and make it recorded. So continue.
Still playing the game like it was just no problem. Keep in mind, once more, if this was actual real situation with real life stuff, this person will be locked up. This is not tolerated. You're gonna tell me this guy is doing this and is not like with some sort of consequence besides like a slap on the wrist? Like, come on, what?
Okay, I'm gonna be honest. I will agree on this point. Like, those type of defense, it's more likely to be like, you should be banned. I am sorry, but this is the last straw, and after that, you're just banned. Like, I will be personally will have to agree on this. So I'll continue.
You guys need to do some more stuff towards these people that do this disgust, especially when there's proof of the guy doing it, man. No matter how long ago it was. But moving on from the whole situation, let's talk about scammers. Now, in regards to scamming situations, black market websites, you have a lot of YouTubers promoting.
See, I do want to talk about this as well. That a lot of people doing this with the scam link, it's more likely to be scammable. So just be careful on this. There's a lot of people, like for Eternal Hawk, Sensei, and then One Up Coil. This should have been a
stuff. And if you go to,
and I do want to say that so I'm gonna be honest. This right here, it's more like that Roblox. I will say, like, for instance, like Roblox is doing that, and Roblox will not give a shit. I will agree. This should been a ban, because Roblox TOS, they made that up. So in reality, Roblox needs to fix their TOS, the terms of service. a lot of people doing this like off-site shit for accounts, for everything else, it should be a bannable shit. I will not lie. Like people against going on against TOS for scamming wise, it's not gonna look good on Roblox again. I do want to mention that.
Any other game with any or other sort of like community, they would backlash you forever. But in Jailbreak, we just give them a slap on the wrist and say, "Oh, you can keep going, bro."
And this is where I want to say that if you're doing this in a Discord server, I will mention this. If I catch you, you're banned. I will not care. Again, it's against TOS of Roblox. But who made that rule? Roblox itself. So who's really to blame here? Roblox.
Are you kidding me? Even the game owners don't care. These guys are still letting them play the game. They're not banning them, nothing. They are literally going against Roblox terms of service.
And I will say this for instance, that if you're doing like in a different game in Roblox, that's fine. But if it's like off-site and looking like for external items and real money against Roblox, that is perma ban. And this would lead to a permanent ban, an IP ban, and everything else. So yeah.
Service, aka they are risking their game for something that they don't care to take care of. Who cares if Roblox doesn't do anything now? In like 5 years, they're gonna take down your game. I mean, look at Roblox in the last year. The backlash that it has received over something is actually absurd.
Now, I do want to get on top about this. Yes, a lot of people in the States, including Indonesia, Philippines, and all that, they're making Roblox getting sued. And me personally, I would have to get like a lot of people trying to get this to get them down. I will just say this: have the CEO step down. Me personally, I will be the best one yet because in history, I've seen a lot of people doing that. I will be saying this for once, that the CEO needs to step down. I am sorry. I am morbid and horrified how Roblox went down today in this point of view. But anyway, let's continue.
You don't think they're gonna like take things a little bit more, just a little bit more seriously? Maybe there's any sort of issue with that, it's against Roblox terms of service. And if Roblox sees it as an issue, say goodbye to Jailbreak. They're gonna take it down because
And me personally, I do want to say this. Yes, it will affect your game. If you don't care about it as much, me personally, you have to transfer ownership if you don't care about it. I'm just more curiosity got me like this. Why Roblox? Like every time drama is always on Roblox. I hate to say that the CEO needs to step down. If he doesn't, he needs to fix his stuff. Fix the website. And above all, fix the issues. Like a lot of people are getting tired of drama these past days. I will agree on the people.
every like creator is doing stuff against terms of service and there's no consequences, including from the owner of the game. This is an issue. Y'all gotta solve it. Ban these people. Please. But basically, that's gonna wrap up today's video. Keep in mind, we're gonna have a part 2 to this where I get
And I do want to mention that if he does make a part 2, I'll be reacting to as well, giving my point of view and everything else. But anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. I am sorry that it's about Roblox drama. I'm sorry, but it has to be noticed. It has to make something noticed to them that it needs to end. It needs to be fixed. And I'm sorry, but it's the truth. Anyways, guys, I'm going to end the video here. If you do enjoy the content and want more updates on Roblox like this, make sure to like, subscribe, hit that bell notification, and get Cookie out. Anyways, guys, so I gotta get signing off. Stay blessed, stay true, and stay true to yourself, and stay happy. Anyways, guys, I'll see y'all next time. Bye.